Well, hello tubers! Welcome to my swish chalet. I'm swishing. I got so much swish, it's coming out my butthole. But today we're going to talk about the truth about me and Carolyn's RV life and why I like to keep her honest. As a matter of fact, I'm probably the most prolific person that actually takes the time to act as a consumer advocate, because let's face it, here's the problem with the RV Nomad genre on YouTube, which is a genre that I'm about to leave, as a matter of fact. So I gotta say my piece before I actually leave the genre. The problem with the whole YouTube RV van life, RV people, is that there's a lot of people that are felons, a lot of people that are fake, a lot of people that are just looking for you to pay for their lifestyle because they did not prepare for their life on the road. There's so much fraud and misconceptions and deception, let's say, on YouTube with this genre, more than most other genres, because what you got is a bunch of people that are in a vehicle, they're driving around, and on the surface it seems great, you know, you get to live the adventure through them. And then once you go down that rabbit hole, you soon discover that you're paying for their lifestyle, and you discover that, wow, these people got more money than you do, but they want you to pay for their lifestyle. And when they have a problem, like a broken transmission or they need a new RV, they want you to pay for it. It's crazy. And I've traveled a lot all around the world, and the best RVers that I ever meet are people that don't do YouTubes. There's people that I meet that are driving $1 million Prevost tour bus vans, pulling expensive cars. They don't do YouTube. They don't ask for money. These are very interesting people. Now, I'm not suggesting you need to be rich to be an interesting RV nomad. No, you don't. You can do it on a shoestring, but you should do it on your own steam. That's the problem. Everybody wants you to pay for their problems, their lifestyle, even their tax obligations. Because let's face it, a lot of these YouTubers, I really seriously question on how many of them are actually paying all their taxes that are due from all their revenue streams between advertising on their websites, from Patreon, YouTube, and affiliate links. It's crazy. There's a lot of money involved here, and they want you to not only pay for their life, but their tax obligations while you work hard to support your family and pay for your own taxes. But apparently you're an idiot and you need to pay. That's fine and dandy if you can sucker enough people in, I guess. But here's the problem. There's fakery. There's fake hiking. There's fake calamities. You know, people pretend that their RV broke down when it didn't, and they want you to pay for a repair. It's crazy. It's sick. Between the disability fraud that many of these RV nomads do, it's pathetic. I really don't want to be associated with the felons and the future felons and all the deception that many of these people do. Now relax. I understand that a lot of the people that I've met on YouTube are pretty decent people, hardworking, honest. And we can't deny that most people are honest. But there's that solid 20, maybe 30% that are playing games. I personally know of, not personally, but know of deadbeat dads that are RV nomads, felons that are RV nomads. There's even people that live in vans that make so much money and pretend to be poor when in fact they're not poor. That's the whole paradox. People are pretending to be something they're not. You know, you grow a big beard, look scruffy, live in a van, but you're pulling in $1, $2, maybe $300,000 a year, and you're pretending to be a bum. It's crazy. That's what this whole RV nomad van life BS has become. People are fake. don't believe what you see on YouTube. That's why a lot of my videos are tongue-in-cheek, where I pretend to be something that I'm not, because I'm actually pretending to make fun of all the other nomads that are doing BS. It's ridiculous. It's got to stop. And I really don't want to have anything to do with it. But I really don't want to continue my YouTube life amongst these people. So I'm going to wash my hands of it and create different types of content. I might mention them occasionally and make fun of them because they obviously deserve it. Even Carolyn's RV life and her cronies, I swear to God, Carolyn has so many fake accounts that when she needs a little bump in traffic and things aren't going her way, what she does is she creates another fake account, messages me and says something stupid, which I'll respond to because I think, hey, I know it's really Carolyn. And I'll respond back and tell her to quit being a stupid socialist. But it's all part of the fun. I get it. But Carolyn, you don't need to keep sending your cronies unless you really cross a heavy line again, or you're arrested, or you're convicted of doing something stupid. I'm really not going to mention you very much from here on in. So rest assured, you can't milk me for views in terms of that. So good luck, Carolyn. I hope you do well. I hope you actually get a J-O-B? J-O-B? Yeah. Carolyn even created this fake narrative that she was going to live in an old RV, give up the 6 figures a year with all the benefits, just to be a nomad and rely on the kindness of others. Nobody does that, folks. It's not real. She wasn't that successful. Nobody does that. Come on. You got a solid income of 6 figures plus, benefits, life is good. No, you're going to live off the avails of others and pray that they actually give you money to live online. Come on. That's not reality. That's... Nobody does that. It's ridiculous. In reality, people of integrity really don't want anything to do with e-beggars, felons, disability fraudsters, and all that entire ilk of people who want you to pay for their dreams. And I wonder, who's going to pay for the retirement dreams of all these RV nomads who are not preparing for their future right now? Are they going to expect for the next 40 or 50 years that you will pay for their dreams and their retirement on YouTube? I don't think so, folks. That's not the way the world works. There is a long list of thousands of rock stars and musicians that were 1-hit, 2-hit, 4-hit, 5-hit wonders that no longer make a living even from their music. And they got to get a job, man. Just like all the YouTube wheeled wonders, as Blind Views likes to call them, which is actually a really good name, Wheeled Wonders. So I'm going to give Blind Views credit for that name. But it's amazing that people have a certain level of expectation that you put a video up and you put a Patreon account up, and that people will actually send and give you money for you to travel, when a lot of the people that are donors can't even afford to do that themselves. They're waiting, preparing, putting money aside, putting money into their pension, into their savings, so that one day they too can actually travel. But yet you want them to pay for your dreams rather than you doing it yourself. So in a way, Carolyn, I've actually only been a consumer advocate to protect other people's rights and to warn people to not give money to people they see on YouTube or online. I'm one of the only prolific YouTubers that has over 10 million views on their channel that consistently says, don't give me money, and in fact, don't give anybody money that you see online. I really don't see Carolyn doing that. I don't see Bob Wells doing that. I don't see Nomadic Fanatic doing that. I don't see any of these people saying, really, stop folks, stop. Just really, I'm an adult, I'm a big boy, I'm a big girl, I can look after myself. Please don't send me money, and please don't send other people money. They don't say this. I'm the only person that does this. And trust me, I went on YouTube years ago, I used to get 1 view a day. Now I've got millions and millions of views. I really don't care. Once I passed 1 million views, I thought it was a joke. Once I passed 10 million views, I thought it was a bigger joke. And the reality is the professional stuff that I do that isn't even on YouTube, that's actually on network television, I'm more proud of that. But I am really proud of warning other people to not send money to these goddamn RV nomads and van dwellers, because they are adults, they can look after themselves. And please, for the love of God, send your money to your synagogue, your church, to your charities of your own choice. Don't send it to people that are just making stupid videos. They're not hard to make, folks. I know how to professionally edit all sorts of stuff. If you've been a follower for years, you know I know what I'm doing. I can do all sorts of videos with a lot of technical prowess that these wheeled wonders can't even do. It's not hard to put up a stupid video. This video isn't taking me hardly any time for me to throw up, because it's a stupid video. Just like all the RV Nomad stupid videos are stupid videos. It's time for a reality check. It's time for a new beginning. It's time for people to actually have a certain standard of excellence and a standard of etiquette. If I can actually find a way to create a bona fide certification that where you could put that on the channel, where you can say, I promise to never e-beg, I promise never to do Patreon, I promise never to solicit money from PayPal. I'd like to have a certification program on board where you could click on a YouTube channel and you know that person never e-begs. And they're a certified nomad who actually doesn't ask for money. That would be a beautiful thing. I think it's your right to know which nomads ask for money and which ones do not. It's your right, it's your money, it's your life. Now, you're gonna say, hey, Lions Group, but I'm stupid and I wanna give money to people. Okay, yeah, give your money. What? Sign over your house to these people. Put them in your will. If you're that stupid and you wanna send money to people that don't wanna work, hey, I'm not here to stop you. Fill your boots. Just write the check, send it off to their executive assistant. Some of these people actually have executive assistants. Do you have an executive assistant? That's how crazy this whole world has become. You got people living in vans and RVs that are pretending to be poor, but they got executive assistants. It's crazy, man. So in the end, a lot of these people are gonna get in trouble for probably tax evasion. Some of them will probably go to jail for disability fraud, because you see these people, they're on disability, but they're quite able-bodied physically. It's crazy. It's sad that people have to resort to that. I'm ashamed to be part of that culture. I'm ashamed to be part of that community, so I will be leaving that community because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them. I don't want to be associated with e-beggars, scam artists, and disability fraudsters and felons and the whole 9 yards of all of it. I'm tired of it. So tired, it's ridiculous. So if you have any comments about what I've said, put them down below. I'm sure you've got some thoughts. A lot of people have thoughts about these things, because I know I'm not the only one asking these questions and wondering. Let me out. I want out. Please let me go out so I can spend more money.